Welcome back to Pastry Maestra. I'm Teresa and today I'm making tiramisu. Tiramisu, which means pick me up in Italian, is a rich, creamy dessert made of ladyfingers soaked in strong coffee and luscious mascarpone cream. Why pick me up, you ask? Well, there is more than one legend about the origin of this energy booster, and I will mention just a few. The most obvious one is connected to the components of tiramisu. You have your rich and creamy mascarpone cheese, eggs, sugar, coffee, and liquor if used. A whole lot of energy is stored there, right? The other legend says that tiramisu was invented by pastry chefs of Siena, a city in central Tuscany, Italy, in the 17th century to honor Cosimo III de' Medici, Grand Duke of Tuscany, when he visited the city. The most interesting story of tiramisu takes us back to the 19th century bordellos, believe it or not. Apparently, there was a big deal of competition among those at the time, so after one brothel offered a complimentary cup of espresso to the faithful customer, the word spread out quickly. Other establishments followed the idea, and very soon, a complimentary espresso evolved into espresso with ladyfingers and some liquor. Finally, one madam allegedly combined all those ingredients, added some eggs and mascarpone cheese, and the famous energy restorer for the exhausted gentleman was created. Now, I won't go into any more details. I'm a lady after all, but I will share with you this delicious, creamy pick-me-up recipe, and the rest is up to you. Wink wink. As usual, the recipe is on my site. The link is down below. To make ladyfinger sponge cake, first I'm gonna make French meringue out of egg whites and sugar. I'm gonna put room temperature egg whites into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with whisk attachment and whisk on medium speed. When soft peaks form, I'm gonna start adding sugar gradually and continue whisking until all the sugar is dissolved and the meringue becomes nice and glossy. To make sure the sugar is dissolved, I will rub some meringue between my fingers. If I can't feel any crystals, my meringue is done. Now I'm gonna add egg yolks into my meringue and mix them in with my silicone spatula. Then I'm gonna fold sifted flour into the mixture. It is important not to overmix the batter. Next thing I'm gonna do is brush my baking tray with melted butter and line it with parchment paper. I will transfer my ladyfinger batter onto paper-lined baking tray. I'm gonna spread the batter with my large spatula all over the tray, and then I will finish off with my small spatula. I'll bake my ladyfinger sponge cake at 180 degrees centigrade, which is 350 Fahrenheit, for about 10 minutes until golden. My sponge is done and cooled. I've transferred it onto my counter, and now I will cut out circles the same size as the diameter of the glass that I'm going to use to assemble my tiramisu. I'm cutting smaller discs for the bottom of my glass and larger discs for the center of my glass. Now I'll make mascarpone filling. I've placed mascarpone cheese into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with whisk attachment. Now I'll add pasteurized egg yolks and amaretto and whisk on medium speed until soft and creamy. I've placed pasteurized egg whites into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with whisk attachment, and I'll start whisking on medium speed. When soft peaks form, I will add sugar gradually and continue whisking for another couple of minutes. Now I'm gonna gently incorporate meringue into mascarpone mixture with my silicone spatula. To assemble tiramisu, I'm gonna place one ladyfinger disc on the bottom of my glass. Then I will soak it with some warm, strong, unsweetened coffee. I've placed mascarpone filling into a piping bag without tip, and now I'm gonna pipe it onto soaked ladyfinger disc. I will gently press the filling with another ladyfinger disc. I will soak the second disc with coffee. Now I'm gonna pipe mascarpone filling on the top until I fill the glass completely. I will level the top of my tiramisu with my spatula. Finally, I will dust the top of my tiramisu with cocoa powder. There, my delicious, creamy pick-me-up tiramisu is done, and this is where the fun begins, if you know what I mean. Enjoy!
Oh baby, you are so sweet, so delicious and yummy, so good to eat. I wanna lick you, feel your sweetness on my lips. Forever and ever, you'll stay on my hips.
I'm Teresa. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you want to stay in touch, follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and of course, visit my site, where you can find elaborate posts with lots of pictures, additional information and recipes that follow my every video. Also, on my site you can download my free 365 pages ebook The Pastry Chef and maybe buy me a macaron, if you think that I've earned it. Now, before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That really helps a lot. Finally, and this is the most important thing, don't forget to create sweetness every day, because sweetness is happiness. See you in my next video. Bye!